ஹாய் கைஸ். விக்ரம் எஸ் விக்ரம் படம் பார்த்துட்டு வந்திருக்கேன். ஸோ ஒரு குட்டி ரிவ்யூ பண்ணலாமே தான். ரிவ்யூவில் வந்து ஸ்பாய்லர்ஸ்லாம் இருக்காது. ஸோ இட் வில் பி மோஸ்ட்லி இந்த படத்தில் என்ன நான் பார்த்தேன், என்ன ஒப்பீனியன், போய் பார்க்கலாமா, வாட் ஆர் த எலிமெண்ட்ஸ் இன்வால்வ்ட், அதெல்லாம் பற்றி தான் பேச போகிறேன். ஃபஸ்ட்டு விக்ரம் ஒரு கமல்ஹாசன் மூவி. இல்லை ஐ ஷுட் சே இட்ஸ் அ லோகேஷ் கனகராஜ் மூவி. ஏன்னா அவுட் அண்ட் அவுட் இந்த படத்தில் வந்து லோகேஷ் கனகராஜ் ஸ்டைல், ஃபிங்கர் பிரிண்ட்ஸ் ஆல் ஓவர். இன்ஃபேக்ட் இந்த படம் வந்து கமல் மூவினே கூட சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஏன்னா இதில் வந்து த்ரீ மெயின் கேரக்டர்ஸ் இன்வால்வ். ஒன்று வந்து ஃபஹத் ஃபாசில்ஸ் கேரக்டர், another one is Vijay Sethupathiy's character, and then Kamal Hassan's character. In fact, the first half, பார்த்தீங்கன்னா most of the time, it's Fahad Fasil's show. In fact, Kamal Hassan doesn't appear in a lot of scenes. அவங்களே சொல்கிற மாதிரி he's a ghost character in the first half. Second half, yes, there is a significant play by Kamal as well as Vijay Sethupathi. In fact, Vijay Sethupathiyயோட shows கூட he's the bad guy in the movie. But he shows up more in the second half. His characteristics are more emphasized in the second half. அதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா Vijay Sethupathi is looking bigger, meaner and badder. So he has tried to do master munadi peta, but this is like probably the most villainous amongst his characters in my opinion. Again, the படத்தில் வந்து நிறைய கேரக்டர்ஸ், லாட் ஆஃப் தேம் the newer movies பார்த்துருந்தீங்கன்னா மாஸ்டர், அதுலேருந்து வர நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. as well as கமல்ஹாசனோட age old guys who been associated with Kamal Hassan like Santana Bharati. You'll find them in different characters. The story is not something that is like difficult to perceive. It's pretty predictable. அதோட பிளாட்டும் predictable தான், in sense that சஸ்பென்ஸாக எடுத்துன்னு போகிறாங்களே தவிர it does not appear like நம்மளுக்கு தெரியும் அது யார். we know the suspense upfront. What they should have done in my opinion is the first half la vandu, if you've decided you're going to take a suspense, don't even show Kamal Hassan in it. Then we would have anyway, but Kamal moving adanaala that's why I'm saying அந்த கேரக்டரில் வேறு யாராவது கூட நடிச்சிருக்கலாம், தெரியாத face, but it may not have had the impact and marketing brand. So அதனால வந்து that character has been portrayed by Kamal Hassan. Now, nothing against Kamal. Kamal will as always does justice to the character. In fact, some in சில எலிமெண்ட்டில் I even say that he goes a little overboard. But in the படத்தில் வந்து I think he's done pretty good for his role as to what he needs to play. Movie is like Mission Impossible மாதிரி ஒரு rogue agent team and what happens அந்த மாதிரி. I won't tell you more than that, but it's revolving around secret agents versus the mafia. அதில் plots and of course Indian, there's a lot more drama associated with it, emotion associated with this. மற்றபடி வந்து the highlight of the movie is Anirudh's music. Re-recording has been phenomenal. I'm not like truly an Anirudh fan, but for this movie I gotta give it. Samya re-recording is carrying the plot and make it crazy, I think throughout the movie. The second thing is the second part of the movie obviously is where there's a lot of people coming together. There's a lot of throughout the movie you have a lot of violence in this. That's one thing I should say. It's for mature audience. Do not take your kids. I would strongly not advise taking even middle schoolers unless you're 18 plus. Do not take them, because it's just phenomenal amount of violence, gore. It's just not violence, it's just the way they kill people. There's just a lot of gory violence involved in it. All kinds of weapons, from guns to cannons to anything else that you can think about is in the movie. So obviously in this age and time I would rather refrain from exposing people to that sort of gun culture and weapon and knives and Gundism, right? But anyway, they've chosen to do it that way. And of course Kaidi Pathina kuda there was a lot of violence in it, but this is like, I felt like in the padathala 3 times as much violence than even Kaidi is. So on the vidhathila I would basically not take kids, but otherwise, I mean, the padam, you don't feel bored. I think the first half is a little bit boring. First koncho plot as they start to build it out. If you're not one where you're like it's not crazy enough, and there's not a lot of comedy element or anything in it. So first half is slight of koncho edutha mari irundhudu, but as the movie went on it was not boring. But I think Kamal Hassan brings out the different, he's grown old, we can see that, but he's playing his character of 67-year-old. He's probably playing the character of a old man as well, so which is good. So under that, he's done his job. He brings his own, Kamal Hassan has this tendency to pick up one situation where he needs to really show how gruesome and how emotional he can get around something. அந்த மாதிரி ஒன்று ரெண்டு சீன் he will anyway create for himself to show that melancholic sogam side of his emotion that he needs to emote, but that is there. But overall, if you're above 18, if you're a mature person who can handle and who's okay with seeing violence, then go for it. Go watch the movie once. But if you're not out for violence in this, basically avoid it. If you're not very keen on it, you can watch it on TV when it comes in, but completely no kids. I mean, I would basically rule it out one more time. Okay. All right, go enjoy the show.